Hey everybody, we're back to continue with some more Skyrim. I'm back at the College of Winterhold because I wanted to talk to Tolfdir and get my new Alteration ability.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You'll give an old man hope.
I'm going to tell him, is there anything more I can learn about Alteration magic?
At this very moment, no. However, well, I've been working on something. An improvement on the Ebony Flesh spell. I've made progress, but then hit a snag. I think perhaps you could help.
How can I help?
I need you to collect some dragon scales, and not just any dragon scales. As I've said, I made some progress using the essence of dragon scales, but they're just not quite potent enough. My knowledge of Skyrim's history is far from complete, but I did some research and discovered two things. First, there are ancient references to dragon heartscales. What little I could learn suggests they may be what I need. Second, there are stories of a dagger called Kahvozein's Fang, said to be sharp enough to carve individual scales off a dragon. First, you'll need to retrieve the dagger, then use it to carve a few scales off a dragon. Presumably a deceased one.
Alrighty then. I'll return shortly with those dragon scales you want.
That would be wonderful. I'll be sure and have everything ready. This is exciting, isn't it?
Alright, and that'll start the Alteration ritual spell quest.
All right then.
I need a Kahvozein's Fang to collect heart scales. So of course, now I gotta go find it. Let's see what the map says. I gotta go somewhere near Rorikstead to get there, so I'll make my way there. Well, there's a dragon on my way to Rorikstead. Looks like it is on the attack, too. Looks like the guards already know. It's a Whiterun guard. I thought Rorikstead was in the Reach. Oh well, let's take out this dragon. Don't have Kahvozein's Fang yet, but I can't just sit idly by and let this happen. Oh wait, it's Alduin. He's reviving another dragon over here. If I can get a few pot shots on him. That's right, Alduin. I hit you with some fire. What are you gonna do about it? Let's take out Naagliv. Dragon he revived. That's right, I'm just gonna incinerate you. If I could... Actually, let's show off the Dragonbane on him. There we go. Alduin escaped again, but I was able to take out this dragon no problem. Now I just need that Fang to actually get the dragon scales. Alright, this should be the place. Location of the dagger I need. Valthum, it's called. On my way here, I got jumped by some Forsworn. I took them out. They weren't that tough, and it wasn't much of a fight. But my previous horse disappeared. I ran around the camp looking for its body, thinking maybe one of them killed it while I was fighting them, but I couldn't find that horse's body. So I just went back to Solitude and bought a new one. Again, nothing too eventful happened. So you didn't really miss much on my road trip here.
Leave, stranger. Evil stirs in this place. I fear for the security of the very land if it should break free.
What evil are you talking about?
We stand at the tomb of Hevnoraak, who has been dead for many generations.
Hevnoraak? Sounds like a dragon name.
May be at hand.
So maybe there's a way to stop this.
I have been holding him here. While he regains strength, however, I am feeding. By now, I can barely contain his power, much less defeat him if he awakens. But with the help of a living champion, I may be able to succeed.
Sure, I can help you out. What do we gotta do?
You would do this? 3 vessels in the tomb below hold the power to vanquish Hevnoraak. Before anything else, we need those. Bring them to me. But be careful, mortal. They are guarded by Hevnoraak's minions. They will stop at nothing to see their master return.
Given that name, Hevnoraak is either a dragon or a dragon priest. Those are my guesses. They're my guesses. Bleh. Alright, so we're heading on in. We got another quest here. Evil in Waiting. I gotta collect 3 vessels. As well as still find the dagger I came here for. Alright, so what's the first step? Alright, silly me. Just behind the throne, there's a tunnel. Leads right in. Let's avoid the trap. Fix the field of view. I think if we're dealing with with Draugr, I think Dawnbreaker will be our best bet. Hello, Draugr White. Let's see if I've got any soul gems for you. Yeah, I got one. There's a ghost over there. Take that. Well, throwing fire at that ghost woke up a few Draugr. I think that was the ghost of the dragon priest, so... of Hevnoraak, or whatever he was called. Oh, I think we can confirm that he is a dragon priest. Oh look, I set off your trap door. And I sent you all running. One moment, hold that thought. I'm gonna collect your gems real quick. Okay, back to the process of killing you. What's in the box? Scroll of Hathoth's Grimoire. Creates a spell tome of the projectile in your left hand and repeatedly casts the spell in the direction you're facing for 45 seconds. Let's give it a shot. What was it called? This one. There we go. Start a fire in here. That should wake up some folks. There's that dragon priest again. Hello there. Right, let's try this on you. It makes a little book appear. I think this one will cast the spell I produced, which would be the Inferno? Yeah, it shoots fire at the Draugr Death Lord. Oh, that's pretty neat. Opaque Vessel. Guess I need this. It's still shooting fire everywhere. I think it shoots the fire in the direction that I'm facing, it said. That's why it's firing off in those directions. Hi there. There we go. Dawnbreaker should send the rest of them fleeing. Perilous Path book. Incinerate this Dogger Scourge. Destruction number 78. Down you go. I can open this door. Not a problem. Detonate the lock. Open up. That didn't work. I was surprised it didn't open it. I thought by now with the level of 90 I should be able to open adept locks with detonate lock, but I guess not. There, finally. Shouldn't have even needed my lockpicks to open it. You would have thought detonate lock would work. Heck, it worked on the other side of the room. Why do you think everything's all strewn about? Here's an interesting find in one of these chests. A Daedric bow. Daedric is like the highest tier of item you can get with crafting, at least as far as I remember. I know there was dragon scale armors and such which require a higher level of smithing than you would for Daedric smithing, but as far as I can tell, Daedric was like the highest tier of craftable gear. The reason I've been saving up Daedric hearts, it's because you use those for smithing to craft Daedric gear. Through this door. Valthun Catacomb. Yeah, I remember I said I was going to go to the Shrine of Periite. I did go there while I wasn't recording, but it turns out just seeing Kesh at the Shrine of Periite was enough to complete that optional quest. I didn't actually have to talk to him or accept his quest, which would be kind of pointless for me, since the reward is the Spellbreaker item, which is a shield. We got big spiders. I can handle them. Yeah. I got the wrong sword for fighting a spider. There we go. Use the burning leech on it. I can see the next marker. I'm assuming that's for the next item I need. What was it called? A vessel? So we'll head in here. We'll not fall for the Draugr playing possum on the wall. Switch back to Dawnbreaker. Hi there. What trap did he set off? The whole point of luring him into that was I was hoping he'd take himself out with the trap, but there wasn't one. Oh well. Down he goes from Dawnbreaker. Oh, okay. A couple of swinging axes. Yeah, you better run. 1 second. I really switched out of Dawnbreaker for that. That's right, kneel before me. Like this. See if I got any more fun scrolls I could throw at him. I can control an illusion of a target. Interesting. Ooh, I haven't tried the acceleration rune yet. See what that does to him. Come on, step on the rune. Where's he going? Come on, I want to see what this rune does. Get back here. Lure you over here. That's right. Oh, you didn't step on it. Come on. I want to see what fun thing the rune does. Alright. That's how you're going to be. Didn't get to see what it did. Now I'm unhappy. That scroll didn't go the way I wanted it to. Set fire to the Draugr Death Lord. Down you go. He's also got an ebony shield. I see you over there, Draugr Death Lord. Just check my my soul gems here. I got. Looks like I've filled all the right gems. Gotta get over there. I can pull the chain here. Okay, if you're just gonna stand there, I don't even have to use my sword. I'll just use Incinerate on you from here. He's got another ebony sword. Alright, looks like what I need is behind this table. I see it. Gotta get up there. There we go. Come on. Well, that's not good. I can get it. It's out of reach, but I've got telekinesis. Oh, here it comes. There we go. I guess there would have been some soul gem traps in here, but I guess because I was blowing them up with Dawnbreaker, I disabled their traps. Draugr Scourge, not a problem. Wonder if I can turn undead him. Let's find out. Too powerful for turn undead. Oh well. Hey there. Another Death Lord. Oh, he set the trap off with his shout, I think. Oh, he's stuck behind the trap. There we go, now the trap's reset. Come on over here. Let that do some of the damage for me. There we go. I see you over there. Another Scourge. No. He wants to stay over there and shoot magic at me. I can do the same thing. Think you can hide? Watch this. There we go. Bust out old Fireball to get him wherever he hides. Another one. Get Destruction to 80. Maybe I can get a Destruction Ritual spell pretty soon, too. Or the Destruction Ritual. Destruction Ritual is a bit more complicated. You have to find these particular spots on the map that it doesn't really tell you where to find them. You have to use this book to kind of locate them. And then you cast specific spells at the altars there, and that powers up the spell book you get. Restless, huh? Here, let me help you get some rest. Alright, I think I'm approaching the next vessel. These spiders won't stop me. I mean, I just stabbed the spider with Dawnbreaker. Oh, hello. Taking the claw that's here, just start up a big trap. That's fine, I'll just sit here, bask in the warmth for a bit. Yeah, nothing like a hot shower in the fire. Okay. Let's see what we got over here. We got an iron dragon claw. Dragon, eagle, wolf. There we go, that's the correct pattern. Use the claw. Door to open. Yeah, I had that feeling it wasn't going to be that easy. There's also a word wall behind that gate. Looks like there's a few of these guys to worry about. First, nope. I was going to grab the thing, but it's not there right now. I think it's on the floor somewhere. 1 second. Increase my max health a bit. Right, grab the vessel. That way it doesn't get blown away by the fighting. Somehow missing that got me a point in one-handed. Ow. Double ow. I don't want to get cornered by these guys, as you might imagine. There we go. There we go, there's the light of Meridia. That'll keep the others off me while I burn you. There we go. Who's next? The other ones are running for the hills. Hadouken! Knocked him into the fire trap back in the previous room. Oh, that's just too funny. Alright, now I gotta get in here. How do I open that? Do I step on this? Oh, that did it. Use the chest. There's Kahvozein's Fang, which I need for the heartscale. There's also a ring of deft hands, the staff of fury, and let's see what word I get. Aura Whisper. I think this one's basically the detect life spell has a shout. Yeah, I'll pick it up. I got plenty of dragon souls, I might as well. Alright, so I've got all 3 of the vessels now. So now I gotta bring those back to somewhere. I think back here into Valthum. Alright, so we return to Valdar. There he is.
You found the vessels. I was worried that I had sent you to your death.
Nah, I had it covered. So what am I gonna do with the vessels?
In life, Hevnoraak drained his own blood from his body. His goal was to transfer his power back into himself after death, becoming a powerful lich. The vessels contain that very blood. Empty them, and you remove any chance he has of regaining his former powers.
Alright, that sounds simple enough. I can do that.
Very well. Empty the vessels into the sconce near the throne. Then sit in the throne. When you have done so, I will unbind Hevnoraak. He will awaken in a weakened state, but the lich is still to be reckoned with. Be ready.
Now I hear be ready, which tells me I should cast some spells on myself first. Let's cast Flame Cloak on myself. Alright. Cast Ebony Flesh. Get my ward ready, if it's a Dragon Priest, like I'm assuming. Activate the sconce. The Opaque Vessel is removed. Is that all I had to do? I filled a couple of Grand Soul Gems with Graders. I'll take them out. I know I can get a Grand Soul Gem off of a Dragon Priest. So let's take a seat. That swivelly thing is just my Flame Cloak. Now we defeat Hevnoraak. Trying to hit him with a Soul Trap. There we go. Now we'll hit him with fire. That's right, eat this. And we got him. And I leveled up defeating him. Let's search his body. We get his staff, which does lightning wall. Hevnoraak, which is his mask, increases disease and poison resistance by 100%. So wearing this, you would be immune to disease and poison. It over encumbers me to carry all of this, but I can long stride out. And I got a level up. Put it into Magicka. I can upgrade one-handed. Yeah, I'll give myself another point in Armsman. Get my sword arm working right. And again, just to speed up, we'll cast Long Stride. Talk with Valdar.
Thank you, hero. Now, I may finally rest. Take Hevnoraak's iron mask. It may be of use to you, and serve as some reward for your feat here.
There we go. I completed Evil in Waiting. And Valdar disappears. I just thought of something. Rather than long striding all the way back, I could cast Deep Storage and put the mask in there along with the other masks of Dragon Priests I've collected. Never actually completed the full collection of Dragon Priest masks. So, yeah, if you want to see me do that, let me know in the comments, and I'll put that on the to-do list for this playthrough. Alright, so now I need a dragon to get the scales from. And I've fast-traveled back to the Rift Imperial camp, because nearby you'll see that dragon symbol on the map. That's where a dragon roost is. We're going to go there and get the scale. Alright, let's see what we can do. Autumn Watch Tower. There's the dragon. Looks like it's a normal dragon. Or it's another misnamed ancient dragon. Come on, let's fight. Find out once I hit it with an Inferno. Alright, it's just a misnamed ancient dragon. Hi there. Actually, let's try this. There we go. I think my horse should be safe where I left it. I hope. Focus me, not the horse. I can use wards to block your fire breath. And I know I have to use Khazrovin's Fang, which I will. Obviously you can't stab it with a dagger when it's flying around. Go ahead, try that again. There we go, destruction's up to 82. Just gonna land somewhere. That works for me. Alright, Kahvozein's Fang. Wow, that dragon really slid. Take this. Probably don't have to kill it with Kahvozein's Fang, but we'll slice away at it just in case. Big tail whacking me, but ebony flesh will keep me safe. Go. I even killed the dragon with Kahvozein's Fang. Let's see, I got the heartscale. Now I just have to bring it back to Tolfdir. And of course I get another dragon soul since I slayed another dragon. Before I head back to Tolfdir, go up the tower, see what this dragon was guarding up here. There's a chest up here. It's got a glass helmet and some gold in it. Slaughterfish scales. And a word wall. Let's see what word of power is up here. It's the second word of power to Marked for Death. You might remember I got the first word of power from Marked for Death when I went into the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary and wiped out all the assassins. So now I have the second word to Marked for Death. That's pretty neat.
Never done an honest day's work in the mine for all that.
Leave me alone, Brynjolf. Can't you see I'm busy? He's walking up to me, babbling about how I've never worked an honest day in my life for all that coin. I made all of this crafting enchanted gear. It's better than you. Just as a quick reminder, my total lifetime bounty is 0. I have not picked any pockets. I have not stolen any items, including horses. I haven't even trespassed once. And I've never escaped from jail because I've never been arrested. It's like, no, getting nearly beheaded at Helgen for the crime of being there doesn't count. I sold all the dragon bones and the scales I picked up, but I kept the dragon heart scale since that's what Tolfdir wants. Just for fun, one time I actually went to Brynjolf with no gold to see if he'd even bother me, and he tries and asks, hey, do you need some job to get some gold? And then he offers this thing to steal a ring or something, but we're not going to do that quest. And again, I earned the 83,000 plus gold I've got because I happen to be really good at enchanting.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, I brought back the heart scale, and I got it fair and square from fighting a dragon with the dagger.
Wonderful, just wonderful. And it's just as I suspected. The energies need to be channeled back through the Nexus a second and third time. And that's it. I certainly think you deserve the first copy of the tome. Use it well.
Yeah, alrighty. And he gives me the spell tome for Dragonhide. And I'm going to actually ask him what he's got for sale because he's going to have some new spells to sell me. There's the Acceleration rune. I didn't get to really demonstrate what that did, so I'm going to buy it. There's Battletide that steals the armor from your enemies. I'm going to buy that one. I can control the weather. I'm going to buy that. Let's see. Detect Dead. That lets me see undead enemies. I've got Dragonhide. What does this do? Creates a hovering spell tome. Oh, it's the spell you saw me using previously. I'll buy it. I'm giving him a lot of gold, but I also have a ton of enchanted items I can sell him back to make that money back. So it works out. Yeah, let's see what the other scrolls, or the other spell tomes he's got. There's one I really want to get from him. See if I can find it. There's Paralyze. I'll buy that. Talons of Nirn. No, not that one. Don't need Tharn's Prison. We've seen the Thrumming Stone before. There it is. Wind Running. This will grant me the ability to sprint across thin air and make me immune to fall damage. Pretty fancy. I'll show that off when I finish here. I'll walk out of the college and demonstrate it. I'll show off the spell I picked up. It's Dragon Hide. It says caster ignores 80% of all physical damage for 45 seconds. There's Paralyze and Wind Running. I'll show off all my new spells. Well, first I'll show off Dragon Hide. Honestly, it's not as useful as Tolfdir claims it'll be. I'll show you why. It lasts the same amount as my Ebony Flesh spell, but as you can see, it takes longer to cast it. Still, that's pretty neat. Alright, we'll cast Wind Running. I don't have enough magicka. I'll drink some potions. How about now? There we go. There we go. I've casted it. Now check this out. If I jump up here, you can see I can run across the air. And I'm immune to falling damage while the spell is affecting me. So if I stop sprinting, I'll start to fall. Eee! And despite that, I can fall from any height and not get hurt. Pretty fancy if I say so myself. Alright, to wrap up this part, we're going to talk to the Greybeards and find out about the shout we need to defeat Alduin, since we did encounter Alduin in this part and he revived another dragon. So let's go see what Arngir has to say about that.
Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn.
Hey, thanks. I need to learn about the shout that was used to defeat Alduin.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
It was recorded on Alduin's wall.
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
Of course not. The Blades are helping me. I'm not their puppet.
No, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have.
They served the Emperor. So about this shout, can you teach it to me?
No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us.
Dragonrend.
We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice.
I see. So what is so bad about Dragonrend anyway?
It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself.
Alrighty then. But if the shout's lost, how do I defeat Alduin?
Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses.
I see. So, who is Paarthurnax anyway?
He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice.
I see. So why haven't I met Paarthurnax yet?
He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
Alrighty. So how do I get to the top of the mountain to see him?
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Parthenax.
Alright then. I'm going to take this chicken's egg, since that's an alchemy ingredient. I also have some frost mirium here, which I will also take. Just take a few things. But, yeah, we're going to follow Arngir and the other Greybeards outside, and they're going to teach me a new shout. They say will open the way to their leader, whose name is Parthenax. Up there, that's the path that leads to Parthenax. But you'll see there's this barrier in the way, and you can't remove this barrier, and if you walk into it, it starts hurting you. It knocked me away. So yeah, we can't go that way. Not yet. That's what the Greybeards are going to help me with over here. As soon as I get over here.
The path to Parthenax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way.
Alright, Arngir himself is going to give us the shout we need. Lokvakor, which are the words of power for the shout known as Clear Skies. So we'll grab all 3 words of power.
I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well.
Alrighty. Then Arngir will unlock the Clear Skies shout for me. And this is
Clear skies will throw away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Parthenax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Alright, well thank you, Arngir. So yeah, Clear Skies will open the path that we need. The words of power being sky, spring, and summer. Skyrim itself yields before this Thuum as you clear fog and inclement weather. But this is going to be where we're going to stop. In the next part, we'll use Clear Skies to blast through the mist barrier and head towards the peak of the mountain, known as the Throat of the World, where we're going to speak to the leader of the Greybeards, known as Parthenax. So once again, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you for my next video.